By this time, I believe that everyone have already watched the news circulating online on the current situation in the House of
But why are
Senate.
you here, sir? Bakit po kayo napapasok today?
Ayaw pa senador ng sa Republic. Kung hindi ko mapasok, ginahanap niyo ako.
Took a trip, took a boat, took 3 friends. This bitch said it's open season. Miss been alone and she been looking for some gentleman. I'm hoping he been feeling when I fit up in the rope, but he can chill up in the villa for the whole damn weekend.
Having watched videos and reading the news, we may begin to feel disheartened and disappointment towards our elected officials because they are blatantly acting like a bunch of fools. We expect them to provide their services to make our country a better place for the Filipino people. And also, I want you to give importance to all those feelings of negativity that you have for the political government of the Philippines and begin to question yourself, how do we become a better Filipino citizen?
So today, we will learn about history, government systems, and religion. So why do these topics matter? Well, these topics matter because they shape the way people think, the way societies are built, and the way justice is understood. So with history, it helps us see where things came from. Government systems, it shows us how power works. And with religion, it shapes values and beliefs. So when we talk about justice, we're not only talking about the laws. We're talking about people, society, choices, and the values behind them. Let us begin with learning history, government systems, and religion. So, this is important because if we do not understand the past, we do not really understand the present. History gives us context. It shows us how societies change, how conflicts started, and how people fought for rights and fairness. So, a lot of what is happening now was shaped by events from before. So, with government systems, they're also important because they tell us how society is organized. They show who has power, how laws are made, and how decisions affect people. That matters in the justice course because justice is not only about what is right in theory. It is about how laws and systems affect real people. Well, with religion, it is another part of this because it shapes morals, values, and the way people think about right and wrong. So for many people, religion influences what they believe is fair, sacred, and acceptable. So if we want to understand justice, we also have to understand how religion influences judgment and belief. So this first part is really about the foundations. It is about where ideas come from, where systems come from, and why people think the way they do. So to conclude my part, learning history, government systems, and religion helps us understand the foundation of society. It shows us how the past shaped the present, how power is organized, and how people form their moral beliefs. So, without these topics, it is hard to fully understand justice. And that is why they matter. They help us look deeper into the world around us and into the reasons behind people's actions and decisions.
Step 2 in understanding politics is reading the news. So one of the biggest problems in the Philippines today is that a lot of people no longer know how to distinguish journalism from propaganda. So instead of reading verified reports, they rely on vloggers, Facebook Reels, TikTok clips, and sensational content creators who profit on outrage and blind political fanaticism. Because these people constantly create the same narrative, people begin treating opinion as facts. We can clearly see this in today's political climate. The supporters of big political families, especially the Dutertes, often call legitimate criticism as biased media whenever journalists expose controversies or investigations related to them. But criticism is not biased. Journalism is supposed to question those who are in power. What's dangerous is that fake quotes, edited clips, AI-generated videos, and fabricated headlines spread online every day, and a lot of people actually want to believe them because it's they want to believe in. That is how political fanaticism works. Once people start to get emotionally attached to a politician, they stop thinking critically. Every criticism becomes an attack, and every fact that challenges their belief gets rejected immediately. This is why reading credible news sources matters. Real journalism verifies information, investigates controversies and issues, and holds leaders accountable. Politics is not an entertainment or fanware. The decisions our politicians make actually affect our daily lives, from our education to our healthcare, even to our future. And if we allow fake news and propaganda to shape public opinion, then democracy itself becomes easy to manipulate.
It is focuses on the third step in understanding politics, and it is all about the basic political theories and philosophy. So, what exactly does it mean? In simple terms, political theories and philosophy refers to the different ideas, beliefs, and concepts developed by the great thinkers and experts over many years. So, these ideas explain how society should be organized, how power should be used and shared, and how people can best live together in a community. Learning these concepts is essential because they serve as the foundation for everything happening in the political world today. Without understanding these theories, we only see the surface of events, but when we understand them, we gain the ability to see the deeper meaning behind the news, the laws, and the decision made by our leaders. So, have you ever wondered why it is so important? Well, let me tell you. Understanding these theories is valuable for several reasons. First, it helps us to analyze information much better, and we can easily identify if an opinion or the policy leans towards the left or the right, and understanding which values or ideologies it follows. And it also teaches us that the truth is rarely one-sided and usually lies in the middle of different views. And secondly, it allows us to think critically and independently. Instead of just accepting what we hear or read, we gain the ability to judge issues for ourselves. And it also helps us to understand why different groups or countries act the way they do, and helps us separate facts from bias or misinformation. And lastly, this knowledge empowers every citizen. It moves us from simply knowing what is happening to truly understanding why it is happening, and allowing us to form opinion based on facts and logic rather than just feelings. And now let's proceed to where and how to learn. So, there are so many practical and easy ways to start learning these theories. For those who prefer a visual and easy to understand content, a highly recommended source is a YouTube channel called The School of Life. So they have a complete playlist dedicated to political theories explained in a clear and academic way that is perfect for beginners. And if you want to explore the deeper and look for professional research, you can use the Google Scholar. So these platforms give you the free access to essays, articles, and actual works written by political theorists and researchers from all over the world. And so next is what it provides the outcome. So learning these theories provides us with a powerful tools for life and citizenship. It gives us the ability to look beyond the surface of news and events to see the deeper meaning behind them. It guides us to form our own opinions, making us less likely to be influenced by manipulation or political brainwashing. Ultimately, it helps us to become conscious, educated, and wise member of society. It transforms us from passive observers into active thinkers who can make better decisions, vote wisely, and contribute positively to our community and country. And so, for the understanding of basic political theories and philosophy, is not just for experts or politicians. It is a powerful tool for every citizen because it helps us to move from simply knowing what is happening to truly understanding why it is happening. It also guides us to form our own opinion based on facts and logic rather than feeling or influence. So ultimately, this knowledge empowers us to be conscious, educated, and wise member of our society. That's all for my part. Thank you.
tells us what is really happening behind political issues. This is where investigative journalism becomes important. Unlike ordinary news reporting, investigative journalism focuses on uncovering hidden information through research, interviews, fact-checking, and evidence gathering. So, in the Philippines, investigative journalism plays an important role in helping citizens understand political issues such as corruption, abuse of power, misuse of public funds, misinformation, and social injustices. So, programs and journalists who investigate these issues help Filipinos become more informed and responsible voters. Now, why is it important? So, today, news spreads quickly through television, websites, and most especially through social media. While information is easy to access, false or misleading content also spreads fast. And because of this, people need reliable sources that actually verify facts before publishing them. So, investigative journalists spend time examining documents, interviewing witnesses, and confirming evidence to reveal the truth behind important issues. Their work helps expose wrongdoing and encourages transparency in society. In the Philippine setting, investigative reports have helped explain controversial political issues and national concerns in a clearer and more factual way. This strengthens democracy because informed citizens are better prepared to participate in discussions and decision making. And in the Philippine context, organizations such as RAPL and the Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism, or PGIC, are known for producing in-depth reports about political and public affairs. So, their investigations help Filipinos look beyond headlines and understand the larger impact of political decisions. So, overall, investigative journalism plays a vital role in helping people understand politics. It promotes the truth, accountability, and critical thinking, especially in a time when misinformation is common online. So, by learning how investigative journalism works, students and Filipino citizens become more responsible in evaluating news and participating in society.
Non-corporate law news outlet. In the Philippines, news is not only controlled by a large television network or corporate owned media companies. There are also non-corporate news outlets which are independent or alternative media platforms that focus on reporting stories beyond commercial interest. These outlets often operate online through community networks or through non-profit journalism groups, giving space to voices that are usually underrepresented in mainstream media. So why is it important? Non-corporate news outlets are important because they provide alternative perspective and focus on issues that directly affect ordinary people. Instead of prioritizing entertainment value or advertising-driven content, they highlight social issues such as poverty, labor rights, environmental distractions, and government accountability. In the Philippines, organizations like Kudao Production report on social movements and grassroots struggles, while Pinoy Weekly focus on progressive news and stories, often missed by mainstream media. Meanwhile, regional outlets like Mindanao News provide in-depth coverage of Mindanao's political, cultural, and social issues, offering a perspective that is often underrepresented in national coverage. Fact-checking like Vera files also help fighting misinformation by verifying claims circulating in the media social platforms, and these play a vital role in strengthening press freedom, ensuring that journalism serves the public interest rather than corporate or political issues.
So we were talking about government systems, the government, society, and religion. Now let's move on to social media. So, why social media? Well, social media is different because it is fast, immediate, and frankly, everywhere. It has changed the way people communicate, react, and form opinions. It gives people a voice, and well, that can be a good thing because it allows more people to speak up, share stories, and raise awareness. But here's the tricky part: social media also has a downside. So sometimes it spreads misinformation, or misinformation is disseminated. Sometimes people see one post, one video, or, or one opinion, and they immediately decide what they think without looking deeper. So that is a problem, especially when we are talking about justice, because justice needs careful thinking. So it needs patience, it needs facts, it needs understanding. So social media can help people become more aware of issues, but it can also make people more reactive. It can encourage people to judge quickly instead of thinking critically. So while it is powerful, it also needs to be used responsibly. So social media is powerful because it shapes how people communicate and how they respond to events. It can be useful for awareness and expression, but it can also lead to misinformation and quick judgment. And that is why we need to use it carefully. In a justice course, social media reminds us that people often form opinions fast, but real justice requires deeper thinking, accuracy, and responsibility.
In political discourses, one solution is always educating oneself, or education. The importance of that as part of the Generation Z is to have a voice. The voice requires everyone to be politically conscious voters, and make time to understand the political landscape. And every time you hear somebody say, "Oh, I'm apolitical, I don't want to delve into drama because it doesn't affect me," I want you to understand why they have come to that point that they begin to feel detached from our political standpoint, when everyone is affected by it because politics revolves all around us. The importance also with bashing or creating negativity on our current political leaders is a good thing, because we begin to tell them that they have to own up to accountability and understand that in politics one must possess discernment to understand what is real and what is wrong and what is fake, because media sometimes will turn narratives, and that is not good. Understanding the 7 steps on understanding politics and why you should. The number 1 step is discussion. The importance of having friends, good support system around you that have varying political opinions about politics. When you begin to discuss with your friends or family or co-workers about what they're thinking on what's going on, the inflation, the rising of prices of gasoline and everything, you begin to understand why there is an understanding of global background. Because this is a globalized planet and everyone is expected to communicate, be united.